Hey friends, it's Crystal. We went to Home Depot yesterday and Steve found these white Carolina strawberries. I'm really interested in to see how they do. They are supposedly an ever-bearing strawberry, which means they should produce continuously during our warm season here. You know, I've never grown these before, so I don't know. I know that our other ever-bearing strawberries are starting to produce and they're looking really good. And we also have June-bearing. They typically produce smaller strawberries and they only produce really in June, and then that's it. The ever-bearing ones that we have, the variety is called Quinault, and they start producing now through our first frost. So really through October, we'll be getting strawberries or runners, depending on what each plant decides to produce. But today we have these white Carolina strawberries. They're about $6 for 10 bare roots. I have vinyl gloves on like this because I have an infant inside. It takes me a bit to get the dirt out from under my nails to be able to handle bottles and such. So I'd rather just be able to take these off and go in, quickly wash my hands before I help her. Otherwise, normally I don't mind getting my hands dirty. According to the package, it says that you need to space these about 1 foot to 24 inches around each plant. So roughly about 6 to 12 inches between each root. I am not doing that. I have these containers here that I got at Tractor Supply a couple of years ago on clearance. At the time they were $5 and I got them for $3 on clearance. So I'm going to be using these. I caught runners last year around our strawberry bed using these containers and they're doing really well. So I'm just going to use this to get the plants started and see how they do. If we like them and they do well, then I will transplant them into their own garden bed. So we're just going to start with these for now, and I'm going to do 5 roots per container. These are probably maybe 2 foot containers, so I'm going to be putting 5 roots per container. Now there's these things on the bottom that pop right out for drainage. So I think they're in that. I'm gonna get some water here. I'm just gonna let these soak in the water for a little bit. My 5-month-old just woke up from her nap, so it makes it much easier for me to be able to go in and take care of her having these gloves on. All right, Steve just came home, so should be able to work on this. There we go. All right, so I think this is 1. That would be the crown right there. And that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. While those are soaking in the water, I'm going to fill these up. I'm just using some of the potting soil I've made up. This is my 3rd batch potting soil. I just use organic garden soil, peat moss, and perlite. Next thing is I'm gonna pre-moisten the soil. The instructions say to do 2 to 3 inches down. I'm just gonna use my Bourne knife. I started bare root grapes and raspberries with maybe like a 50% success rate, maybe 60. We'll say 60. It looks very similar to this. I'm just gonna push the roots down, leave the crown or that bumpy part, that thick part, just right at the surface of the soil. I'll do the next one. I know it's hard to see, but here's one, another one, there's one, and I think that's one there, and another one over here. I still have some more in here. Hopefully there's 5. I counted 9 before, but I could have miscounted, so we'll see how many I get. Oh no, there is 5. Okay. There was 10. That is how those look. So we have 10 bare roots planted in these window trays, and I'm gonna go put these in a really sunny location in my garden. All right, so I put them right in front of the potatoes here. It'll be easier for me to make sure that they stay watered and don't dry out, and they'll also get sun for pretty much all day. Once again, that is how they look. In the very least, we'll be able to catch some runners from these, and then we'll be able to start another rock garden just for these strawberries, which would be really cool. So we will let you know how they do. That'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.